Hello.
The amount of buzz on that hello was beautiful,
Oh
thank you.
no, really?
Yeah.
Unintentional. Um, Hello everyone and welcome. Sorry, I'm a little loud. I'm just gonna take that down a bit. Okay. Um, yes, hello everyone. It is Monday. We are here. We have arrived. It is time for
Sharif.
Hellions. Yeah. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. We're trying to get a start a little bit quicker. Um, but it's still a work in progress. You guys are on time today. That's weird, and I'm suspicious. Listen, we're trying real hard.
Look, we're sussy little backers when we want to be, okay?
But anyway, why are these still not working? Okay, my command buttons still aren't working on my little guy. So
This is why
here's
this is why we don't start early.
no, it's not. They haven't been working for weeks, and I don't know how to fix them. And I thought I did today, but here we are. Anyway, hello and welcome. It is time for Hellions of Carnocht. Is a D&D game. It is it's actually not. It's not at all a D&D game anymore. We are an actual
No.
play Pathfinder 2E stream. So, yeah, buckle up as we learn Pathfinder and you learn Pathfinder.
And we all learn together.
Because I think today is probably combat.
What do you say
So
don't
I don't
don't
know.
do me dirty like that. Don't make promises that I can't fulfill. I don't know how to combat in this system.
It is almost exactly the same. And I don't know. I'm not the one who ended the last session with a bunch of screams coming from another room. So
Look,
all day
I'm
Nick
just
has been
addicted.
sending us like information to help us with combat, and now the second combat gets mentioned in the actual stream. Our DM is like, what combat? Don't put that on me. Don't put that evil on me.
yeah,
What do you mean combat?
I haven't
Yeah,
done
what do you mean
this.
combat?
Oh. But yes, and you may have noticed that our lovely Yule is a a static image today. That's just a little bit of technical difficulties.
I'm
So
sorry.
no, that's okay. So enjoy the lovely Yule looking like she's talking always. Just
Staring.
a little bit. Just staring.
It's the sound of her rattling with anxiety all the time.
It is.
just
It's
very
just triggering the
present.
mic the whole time. She's very present,
Very
yeah, in every situation. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to introductions. And I think our introductory question today was gonna be, who is an NPC that like either you the player or the character themselves like wants to get to know better, or you wish your character knew better. Emily, start.
Hi. Do I introduce my character? Or
Yeah.
do I answer the question first? Hi. I'm Emily. I'm playing Zanthe. Zanthe is a witch. I keep forgetting. Zanthe is a changeling, but not Pathfinder changeling. It's weird. You'll get used to it. It's fine.
It's called
And
homebrew.
yeah, homebrew changeling. Unless it was in D&D like last time, but it's fine. Xanth, the NPC that I would want him to get to know more would probably be Belial, just because I feel like Xanth could press his buttons in really good ways. And I just like boys that are nice and nurturing. That's it.
Just want Xanth to have a positive influence in his life. Or in
Well,
their
I'm not
life.
sure if Belial's the right call for that. But
No, this is Emily has a crush on a character.
don't fucking call me out like this. It's not my man. Fucking like reading my diary and then reading in front of the entire class. Like
Oh boy. Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Babs. I play Noelani, the Magus Rogue. from the Feywild. Nolani hasn't been around too many NPCs just yet because of the shenanigans that have transcribed recently. But you know what? She had one positive time with Balthazar once. So I wish her a very get a fatherly figure to her.
Please say that to him at some point and watch him freak out.
Amazing. Hi, I'm Danny. I play Yenna. She's a little gnome-shaped tiefling. She's also a magus, but only a magus. She is a problem. Honestly, okay, so I think in other timelines it would have been Cal. Calriel was making a good impression, I think 3 timelines ago? Is that how many it's been? when we were at the Swan?
Oh, the natural 20s? Yeah, that's been 3 lifetimes, man.
Oh my
Good
god.
God.
Yeah, anyways, at one point it was Cal. But I think now it's probably Belial because she's not gonna have a choice. Probably.
So
What
fucking
an
depressing.
answer.
Holy shit.
Look, it would be better if they were to get closer and not like each other.
That's fair.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dodger. I play the artist formerly known as Yuli, and she's an investigator in Pathfinder, and that's been very fun. An NPC that I, for a long time, have wanted Yule/Yuli to spend more time with is Hyun Woo, more so than ever now, because he has a bunch of baggage that does not exist for her. So, yeah, I love Hyun Woo as a character. I think he's great, and I would love for them to spend more time together. So maybe one day.
I also want for that for Zanthe too, just putting that out there.
Emily also has a crush on Genwu.
No, I just think he's a sweet guy. Stop fucking saying I'm
He's
crush on people's
cute.
He's
fucking men.
very
dude.
cute.
Like, these
Look,
boys are all taken.
When Emily is only capable of taking other people's mans, yeah.
No, it's not true.
in fairness, if everything goes well, it'll be a polycule, and then maybe Xanth can get in. just
man.
off of him, so.
Oh, jeez. And hello. I'm Nick. I'm Nick Terhorston, Nick Tattoos on the internet. And I'm playing Dell, the artist formerly known as Tink, Dell. He's a good boy who's never done anything wrong, and I forgot to say that last week, and terrible. Absolutely terrible. He's an inventor. And just, a dirty little rich kid. And yeah, I feel like the character I most want him to hang out with more is also Hyun Woo, because I think they would just be such good little chaos boys together. But I've also been saying this for a long time, and this is just gonna be more red flags after what I've already done in this campaign, but like I honestly do really want him to talk to Ilya like a lot more. I just feel like there's a lot there, man. I feel like there's so much there.
I'm so glad that somebody mentioned one of the blondes. One of the many blondes.
One of the many
All blondes. All blondes except for Yuli are sus in this game.
Yeah, they're all evil.
It's true.
I'm
I'm really offended that no one said Hex. Like,
oh god, I feel like as far as chaos goes, Hex would be a very close second in that she is so much more chaotic than Dell, especially in this loop.
Saying you want to get close to Hex is like saying you want to get close to a hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Yenna thinks very fondly of Hex. I just don't.
She's great.
just don't remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, legitimately, Belial's right there.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's all of these lovely idiots who have introduced themselves. I adore
Exactly.
you guys. Thank you very much.
I
Um, and I am your DM for the evening. You can just call me DM or GM or Game Master. All of the above are acceptable. You can find me on the internet at Doodle. I am a comic artist and illustrator, and occasionally I write things. And then I torture these guys on my off days. It's great. It's a living.
Wow, rude.
Um, yeah, no, I've been doing too many things during this intro, but hello to everybody. Welcome to Hellions of Carnocht. We left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last week. But before we get into last time, I shall give you the overall intro. Once upon a time, there was a great lyceum, a school of magic and adventuring, known across all the lands that called Carnocht, the city of anvils, home. And it was here that 6 of its students uncovered a grave secret. The Hellions of Carnocht, Del Goldpetal, Tal Eringwell, Yule Mossbluff, Yenamon, Nolani Menderes, and Zanthe, through little fault of their own, dragged an old dragon from his sleeping and scheming beneath the halls of the school, and tugged him out into the light. Abraxas was his name, a mercury dragon whose motives, while unknown, were hardly friendly. Carnocht, you see, was stuck in a time loop, the same 400 years playing out over and over again, and Abraxas, the children feared, was using all of that time for evil. Banding together and aided by magical stones that allowed them to live through the loops with their memories intact, they tried to stop him. To get to the bottom of these loops, his friends and gods were drawn into the fray. It wasn't long, though, before they discovered the truth. The time loops were caused by a perpetual motion machine, the likes of which nothing had ever been seen before. And with the help of a professor and friend, Balthazar Klein, the Hellions learned that many loops ago, back in the original timeline of Carnocht, one of their very own, the original Del Goldpetal, the original Tink, had brought all of time and space crashing down for one reason: to save the life of the man he loved. Together, the Hellions moved to confront him and Araxes both. But Tink Prime was wily. With the help of his draconic friend, he infiltrated the Hellions, stealing their stones. And at the most vulnerable moment, leaving only Zanthe and a precious few others to carry the burden of memory. Our story starts at the very next loop, in a very new Carnocht, with a very changed set of Hellions. Babs, would you like to read the last time on Hellions?
Yeah. So as you all know, we are at Del and Yenna's engagement party. We've, as of last episode, finally reunited, and I've begun to unveil what must be a conspiracy, right? I mean, a time loop that sounds kind of nuts. But Balial, Calriel, and Santh, having start setting up the group, set us in the right path, make sure none of us are, calling the authorities as needed. And we begin to work together for the first time this loop with Hyun Woo having blurted out that we are stuck in a time loop and confirming some of our suspicions, particularly from Yule's side. And after examining what we now know as the Klein Chronometer, we accidentally ended up 5 days in the future in a time loop that doesn't sound all that strange. Now we've lived it. Now we're all on board. With the ones who remember desperate to shield the rest of the Hellions from the truth, an argument ensued in which Del orders everyone to spend the night so we can get to the bottom of all this. We start the session after we heard screams coming from the ballroom, where the party should have been underway. Take it away.
Before we jump into the game, I will encourage everybody watching at home to use safety systems as we do ourselves. This game does handle mature themes, and if something happens in a scene that we cannot predict, and that makes you uncomfortable, please do what you need to do. Take a step away if you need to. The stream will always be here, but you can also bring things to our attention on our Discord as we play. That being said, let's get ready to roll. You hear the sound of sharp screams, a multitude of them raising in pitch and number the longer that you stand there. The wall crumbled before you. Before we'd left off last week, there had been a lash of something like darkness taking out part of the wall in front of you. And before you can even realize what's happened, it has retreated, it's skittered away with an unnatural and frankly disturbing motion, leaving all of you looking into the now wrecked foyer of the Gold Petal House. What are you all doing?
Last we left off, we had just run in, right? And that's it.
You'd run in and then you'd seen the wall in front of you had been crumbled down, pulled down by this shadow monster. You
Are
can
there?
just see the foyer and the start of the ballroom where you are.
I assume there are people running around screaming and stuff.
Absolutely.
Or no?
And
Okay,
no,
sick.
there are people who have already started to try and run from the ballroom, and to the credit of Dell's staff, several of them are trying to guide people out of the room and to safety.
I mean, Yuli would sorry guys, but Yuli would immediately be trying to find her mom.
I mean, I think
And
that's fair.
how is Yuli going to try and do this?
Um,
That small trickle of people is going to become a rushing crowd very soon.
Okay, can I say that, like, I would have had an idea of where my mom would be trying to get information if we got split up. Like, we probably had like plans in place.
I mean, absolutely, but give me just a straight up intelligence roll to see if you can remember where she said that she was going to be at this particular point of the night.
Sure.
Quite some time has passed since you were dragged off the ballroom floor.
19, not great.
You remember that she was supposed to be two main places throughout this night, one of which was talking to the staff to see if they knew anything, and the other of which was rifling through the Gold Petal office for personal items of dubious nature.
Okay. That's not the room that we were in before
It's not.
Okay.
Those were two of the parlor rooms that are kept in this house. You would have known from just the explanations that your mother had given before infiltrating that the Gold Petal office is on the second floor of the house.
And where is this shadow creature? And how big is this shadow creature?
It's in the ballroom. You can't see all of it, but it looks pretty big. Ironically, you can only see the shadow of the shadow creature, kind of
That's
stretching
very
across
cool.
the floor. Yeah. There are tendrils seeming to come off the main mass of it, that, quite frankly, are disturbingly large.
Okay, I will start booking it for where we came from when we were like getting ready to pretend to be staff.
Okay, that would be the kitchens.
Yeah. I'm
The
going to
kitchen
hope that my mom, if shit is going down, is not going to stay on the second floor. That's what I'm hoping here.
To book it to the kitchens, you know of two directions to do that with. But only one of them you would have to remember from the map. Can you give me an intelligence roll to see how much you remember that way?
Uh-huh. A 16.
Okay, with the 16, you know that one of the directions is behind you vaguely somewhere through the servants' hallways that are scattered about the building, and the other way is straight through the ballroom. The servants' hallways tend to be a maze.
Okay. Um, whichever way I think, whichever way my brain is telling me is going to be like the quickest way to get there, I guess.
That would be through the ballroom.
Fantastic. Where the tendrils are.
Yes, where the tendrils are.
Great. Yeah, I'll go for it.
So all of you see Yule break off from you, lurching towards the ballroom. What are the rest of you doing?
Bye.
Boy. I will say I think Dell probably takes off like very shortly after Yule. And is sending probably using a little emergency sending spell to send Belial a message and tell him to get the fuck back down here. Keep the watch, bring it all down.
It takes a moment, almost as though there is something interfering with the sending spell on the two stones that connect you and Belial, until you hear, "What's happening? I've been trying to get in touch with you for a while." The entire building shook.
There's something in the ballroom.
Shit.
um yeah, and would definitely be panicking, and I think genuinely like running into the ballroom. Like he needs to see what the hell's going on. His brother's in there, Zant's in there. Like, well, as far as he knows, his brother and Zanthe are in there, so that's where he's
Well,
going.
you assume that your brother is in there, and that was kind of confirmed as something that seems to throw Calriel through the doorway and out. And you watch as your brother sails through the air and then lands and skids a little bit.
Then I'll help that man out. I'll help out that brother right there.
As you run towards Cal, you do hear a soft "I'll be right there, sunshine," before Belial cuts off the signal.
Good.
Yenna, what are you doing? Your fiance is running into the fray, apparently.
You're muted.
You're muted, Danny. I know.
Hi.
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 Anyways, yeah, Yenna will be running too. And under the assumption that Dell is going to be stopping with Cal, will keep going and is gonna go, just run into the ballroom. Is like, whatever that is, probably something that needs to be subdued.
All right.
So let's hit things.
Brilliant and wonderful. Nolani, as the last of this group.
Yeah. Okay, everybody's scattering. Nolani is also sort of booking it towards the ballroom just to like see what the commotion is. But I think she almost sort of like, again, with what happened with the chronometer, it's almost like second nature to her to do that. She's gonna manifest her like Eidolon. I don't really know what that word means, but in general, it's her familiar. Um, and it's like a flying jackalope looking thing. And she's essentially gonna like manifest it and just like go get about and Gad, because it has a little more range than her without putting herself in peril, because she knows her companions probably don't want her to be like in the fray of whatever's happening in the ballroom.
Your familiar lands elegantly on the tiled floor and just gives you like a little affirmative nose twitch. Its long ears stretched out behind it and very cute little horns, little antlers.
There.
And is going to skid in a circle and immediately just bolt off fast as anything into the ballroom.
Yeah. So it has to stay within 100 feet of me, but I'm moving also in that general direction. So
Hmm. You definitely know that it's going to try and seek out your Fey friends. All of this being said, as you hurtle yourself into the chaos, Xanth, you really probably shouldn't have decided to wake up today.
That's what I say every day.
You'd followed Cal to try and make sure that things were going smoothly, but also to get out of the awkward situation that Hyun Woo had landed you and Balial in. By the time you'd gotten to the ballroom, you'd had just a split second to watch in horror as a tiny seed of darkness, just left in the center of the ballroom floor, had exploded into this multi-legged creature that bore a horrible resemblance to things that you had seen before. Once upon a time, back in the loops where the Lyceum existed, you would come across great creatures painted in light that you'd all kind of nicknamed Wraith, with thin skin stretched over angular bones. And whilst this creature before you is made out of darkness, there's something familiar in the shape of it, in the way it moves, in the way it bears sharpened teeth. You kind of wish that it wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm vibing with that. This is the race. Just to remember right, these are the things that were like the security system for the school? Or was
Yes,
this
they
okay,
had
okay.
been utilized as the security system for the school. Nobody quite knew what they were or where they came from, and several times they had in fact turned on students and faculty while you were there. And yes, this bears a resemblance to those same wraiths.
Cool. Well, at least fucking Balthazar's not here. Um Yeah, did they just came out of nowhere?
Roll perception for me as a retroactive perception.
Okay. Come on, Zanthe boy. How do I? Okay, I'll just get real dice though, because I don't know how to do this on the sheet. 19.
Okay, with a 19, you know that it came from the center of the ballroom, and you know that there was some trigger to it that you had like a split second to see that looked like a dropped piece of jewelry.
And the jewelry's gone now.
Roll perception again.
Natural 1.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, all of your attention is taken up by the fact that this thing just threw Cal out the room.
Cool. Do I see? This is a bit of a reach, but do I see anyone like running in the opposite direction that everyone else is running from? Like, does anyone look out of place here?
Roll for roll perception, but also roll me a society roll.
Okay. Reception's 14. Society's actually better. Society is a dirty 20.
Okay. You see, like as you see, the entire crowd is kind of moving in one direction, being guided by the staff. You can't see anybody who seems to be going against the flow of people or who looks out of place in that sense. However, you do notice that there are a couple of people in the crowd whose clothing definitely doesn't match with the highbrow air of the Gold Petal House.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there a common theme between their clothing? Like what does it look like?
It's kind of hard to get a glimpse with the roles that you have, but they appear to be dressed in dark clothes. You think either black or very dark blue,
Mm-hmm.
and mainly monotone in color.
Okay. Um, Santa's gonna fucking find a little corner, maybe behind a table or something, and shape change to look like one of those guys, and then go try to catch up with one of them. Not like copying them exactly, but just trying to look like they belong with the others.
Roll, is performance a role that we can do? I constantly keep forgetting what skills you like.
Yes, it is.
I will learn one day.
That's okay. Um, okay. 15.
Okay, with a 15, you manage to get what you think the clothes look like, though really you'd only been able to see like the back of the shoulders and things like that. So you kind of make up the trousers and the front a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you just change your hair to a natural hair color,
Okay, yeah,
something that would fit in with the multitudes of Carnocht.
I'm gonna try to not look like my own face too. Just like a little different, a little older, different hair color.
You manage to change like the set of your face just a little bit. Not an awful lot. If you were to look in a mirror, you would unfortunately look a lot like Xander, your brother, right now.
Oh, great. I love that.
Just accidentally.
Yeah. I'm gonna go try to catch up with the others and try to not look at any mirrors as I go.
I would like you to roll stealth and survival to follow these people if you're attempting to.
Okay. So natural 20 on stealth, so that is 33. Um oh my god. Survival is 30-20. These dice never roll well on Alice. I swear to god, like fucking Alice's dice.
Okay. With those rolls, you do manage to get very close, winding through the rest of the people who are kind of in the crush right now. You see them disappear out the door, and you are going to follow them onto the street?
Yeah, I guess so. Hold on. Let me check my spells really quick. Um, Girl, I need to take invisibility. No, yeah, I'm just gonna follow them out.
All right. So, running past those who are in the foyer, you head on out onto the street. The rest of you who are left inside, Yuli, you run into the ballroom and you see the chaos that Xanth has just left. Giant shadow creature, people running away screaming, the staff also running away looking a little bit nervous, holding it together a little bit better than the upper echelons of Karnak. The door that you came through, you all, is on the other side of the ballroom, one of the servants' doors. I would like you to roll perception, please, to see if you can see where it is. You remember the rough placement.
Okay. 21.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, with the 21, you remember it being in the corner, and you think you can see a panel that is ever so slightly just a different shade of wood stain to the rest of the wall.
Okay. I'll run for it.
The door itself, the wall itself, appears to just be flat. There are no visible handholds to open it. What would you like to do?
Okay. But wait, sorry. So how was I able to tell that? I thought you
There
said it
was
was slightly ajar, is it not?
No, it's not a jar. It's a slightly different stain. It's a slightly different color to the rest of the wall.
Oh, I see. Okay. I guess I'll take a moment and I'm not sure what you would want me to roll for this, but like try and see if I can figure out like a secret way to open it.
I would think that for this you can either roll conspiracy or you can roll thievery.
I will roll conspiracy, please.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I don't know how to do math, but it's 17 plus 14. So 31?
Yeah,
Yeah.
31. All right, with a 31, your conspiracy brain immediately tells you there's got to be some sort of a way to open this. Perhaps some sort of lever, some sort of button. Maybe if you pull down on a piece of molding, and you start just trying everything all over the door until you manage to feel underneath the lip of the main molding is just a very tiny little indent that feels a little bit like a button.
I press it.
There is a grand click, and the door swooshes open. But as it does, something else happens. And the entire room is swathed in darkness. You know there is an open door in front of you, but none of you can see at this point. Are you staying or are you going, Yule?
Is it also dark in the room inside? Is this like I guess this version of Yuli doesn't know shit about magic. Okay. I guess like if it also seems like inside of the room, it's dark to me. Do
Yep.
I believe that it's also dark inside the door?
Yes.
Great. Then I'll still go in just because whatever is going on, I sort of believe that if I'm at least inside of the door and like crouched down, I won't be in as much danger, I guess. So I wouldn't go like very far in. The intention is just to go like slightly inside of the door and sort of crouch down just to figure out what's going on.
Okay, fantastic. By going into the doorway and crouching down, you are considered behind. Wow, yes, words.
Cover of some kind.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. 3/4 cover. That's what
We
that's
did
what you
it.
count as.
Okay, fantastic.
You can't see anything in the room. You can't see anything in the hallway, but you are in 3/4 cover.
Great. Yeah, I'll stay there until something changes.
Beautiful. Yenna, what are you doing? The room is now dark.
The room is now dark. Is it magical darkness?
It's magical darkness.
Okay, just gotta clarify. It's important.
Yeah, our DM's favorite treat for all of us.
Yeah.
Look,
Just like-
I'm just saying that there is a theme here with the enemies that you fight. Magical darkness.
It's almost like the void is coming. We stared too long.
Oh no.
All right. Okay. What is that? One of the epithets of Abraxas? The swallowing dark or some shit?
Ah, yeah.
Flying darkness.
So how close to this thing did I get before it was suddenly very dark?
I would say with you running and knowing your base speed, you'd have been able to get a decent way into the ballroom, and you would have seen the massive figure of shadows that everybody had been running away from that appears to just be growling an awful lot and just whipping out tendrils of darkness willy-nilly as it likes. There doesn't seem to be any reason to what it's doing.
Okay. So it's
Um,
growling, it's thrown on my end, it's now very dark, and then I'm sorry, I missed it. How close am I? Did I actually get up to it?
I would say that is up to you. If you would like to get up to it within 5 feet, you can.
Cool,
You
yeah,
you
I
would have been
mean,
able to achieve that in the time before the darkness fell. But if you would
cool.
like to be further than that, I will also give you that too.
I mean, the intention was to go in there and, like, start attacking it, so that's our plan. It's like, this is a thing I can do that will allow people to leave if they want to. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna spell strike this thing. What am I throwing at it?
If you are going to make an attack on the creature, I will need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody else. Sort of.
Good, it's
Don't
good.
apologize. Go
Let's do
ham.
it.
Let's go.
Girl only does two things: socialize and hit things. Alright. Get a pile
I
of
got.
dice out.
Oh, we're putting in chat. So that's fine.
Do 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 do.
Are we
do.
rolling initiative with any set skill or just the initiative bonus?
Just the initiative bonus. Mainly because I don't know how the other way works yet.
I mean, I don't know about
Nope.
Where
anyone
do
else.
I find it?
It's
It's-
under perception up at the top. I
Yeah.
don't have anything.
I don't have anything either.
Neither do I.
I think
Under
initiative
perception?
is zeroed out unless it's because you can call for like perception initiative or
Yep.
stealth
Oh.
initiative or
I
Okay.
do not know how to do that yet. So
I see. Okay. All right. So just roll a 20,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah, if you haven't got
Okay.
any modifiers there.
Ooh, it's bad. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll write
same.
it down.
Good.
Okay.
Nice. That checks out.
Don't worry, chat. If you don't know how Pathfinder works, we also don't know how
we
Pathfinder
also don't know.
works.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat here.
Look at this.
All right, beautiful. So, because you had already started a turn, Yenna, you will be given one surprise round on the creature because it's not really aware of you being there right now.
Cool. All right.
It also
cool.
helps that you're top of the initiative, so.
Yeah. No, I love that. Okay. All right, yeah. So we're gonna. I know you hate this spell, and I apologize, but there is gonna be a torturous trauma in this spell strike, and so
Goody.
that's, yeah. I'm sorry. It's good. Cantrip.
Pathfinder has morbid spells, man.
It's a good cantrip. Oh god, what is it? 12 plus 14, I think, to hit. So 26.
That
I
only
slap it.
hits.
Hits?
That only just hits, yes.
Oh, alright. Okay, cool. So it's gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage from the actual thingy, from the actual staff attack. Find. I need more d4s. Ow. My d4s are too pointy.
Oh no.
You've taken bludgeoning damage from your dice.
No, this is definitely piercing. Ultra sharp dice in a small box are just waiting for me to get bit. And then a sorry, I'm trying to understand the spell. It's gonna be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah. Creatures that lack internal organs are unaffected by the spell, DM.
They aren't. You are correct.
So just FYI.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. Cool.
Is there anything else that you would like to do with the spell strike action?
No. Hold
Because I
on.
can tell you now that you whack this thing and nothing seems to happen.
Great.
You barely even make a dent.
That's good. I'm glad
Your
I did
staff
this.
just seems to sink into shadow, and it doesn't feel like you actually hit anything, but something pushes you back. As in
Okay.
pushes your staff back out of it.
Oh, yuck. So, even just the basic weapon attack did nothing? Or
No.
is that all that
Not
happened?
that you can tell. That is all that seems to have happened, was that you managed to get your weapon through some of the darkness, but then it just pushed it back out again.
Mm. Mm. Hmm. Well, that's not ideal. I think, Cat, you need to fucking chill. The cat is parkouring like around me. Yeah, no, I mean, if that's that, we're gonna probably back off then, as much as I'm allowed.
You can back off as much as you would like to and see what
Alright,
happens.
cool. Yeah, let's go 30 feet if I'm allowed.
All right, great. Yeah, the moment that you start turning away, a tendril of darkness shoots out and attempts to hit you.
Cool. Fun.
And
Amazing.
that is a 22 to hit.
Ah, amazing.
So you see, just as the room is about to go dark, this tendril of darkness flies towards you, and then the room just gets consumed with magical darkness, and
Great.
it doesn't hit you, so you can only assume that it disappeared.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, assume it disappeared. Alright. Well, that is a surprise round. Or yet I get surprised.
What a surprising round.
Yeah.
Ow.
Zanthe, you're up. What would you like to do?
I don't know. What are my homies doing right now?
I was gonna say Sam's outside.
Well, yeah, like your homies are all in the building. You're outside following
No,
two
I'm
people
talking
in the
about my
road.
other homies.
Oh, I see. Your marks.
My marks? Why do you call them
Yeah,
my marks?
because you're following them, possibly with the intent of doing some harm.
Oh, it's very presumptuous of you.
The two people that you've kind of got eyes on are jogging down the street at this point, which is strange compared to the rest of the partygoers, who appear to be trying to rub a neck at what's going on inside while not running too far away. So there's kind of a gaggle of nobles out the front of the Gold Petal Manor, all trying to look through the front windows of Gold Petal Manor.
Oh, cool.
But none of them want to go back in.
So they're running away right now?
They're jogging. They're not looking too bothered. The
Alright.
streetlights also make it a little bit easier for you to see them now that they are separated from the gaggle of nobles. If you would like to try and get a better look at them, feel free to roll perception.
How many are there?
2.
2. Oh shit, they're definitely gonna notice if I fucking hop up then. Okay. Peepers is dirty 20.
A dirty 20 for your peepers?
Yeah.
With your perception bonus? Yes, dirty
Yes.
20. Okay. All right. Um, you do recognize one of these figures.
Hmm.
It takes you a little while to figure this out. You're watching them walk down the street, and it's not until the taller one comes into full light of one of the street lamps that you realize that this is someone that you had met and known in another loop for only, a few hours. But you remember Brick.
I
You
fucking knew it. It's
remember
the fucking elder brothers.
you remember Brick. You remember the book that they'd been after that had been claimed by Yule that apparently was living. And you remember them disappearing into the lake.
Did they try to kill Monty, or is that a false memory that I have?
If that's a
Did it?
memory you think you have.
Well, I don't. I don't. That's a very specific thing. So.
Are you thinking about the time that Monty walked into the
Yes, I didn't
lake?
know if he was going after them, right?
He was trying to save them because he thought that they were gonna die, but
Oh.
he doesn't know how to swim.
Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. How far away are they?
They're about 4 houses down by this point.
Mm, okay. I'm just gonna fucking run after them. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to fucking disguise myself as one of them, so I'm just gonna drop it back to my normal self and run after them.
Okay. Are you trying to do this stealthily, or are you just running after them?
Uh, I feel like I'm just trying to get there as fast as possible.
Okay.
Am I? Can I cast a spell, or is that too much to try to do all at the same time?
No, you've only used movement so far.
Okay.
So you can cast a spell as another action.
How can I get within 30 feet of them, or is that
Yeah, you can
is
get
that
within
okay?
30 feet. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on the younger one and just hopefully. I don't know how close I can get to them within this turn, but if I can, I'd like to close the distance.
You can get within 30 feet of them this round.
Okay. Uh, yeah. So you have to make a will save.
Oh no, I have to do something. Oh
Oh
god.
no.
What does the will save have to be?
I don't know. It doesn't say. Is it my spell DC?
It's your
Probably.
spell DC. Yeah, that's what it has to be.
Friends, where's my spell DC? Class DC? Is that it? A
Yeah,
20.
a 20. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, they do manage to beat that.
What? No!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Um, okay. But it says if you fail, the target is slowed 1 and can't use reactions. So that's something
Yep.
at least.
Yep.
Um,
You do noticeably see Brick immediately slow down.
yeah, Xanthe's just gonna yell like, "Can you stop, please?"
While Brick is trying to figure out why they're suddenly going so slow, the person that they're with turns back to look at you, and now that they've turned and you've got full view of them, you see Bernard.
Oh, motherfucker. Do I know?
The
Have I met Bernard before?
That is a good question.
I don't think
Wait,
I've met him. I think he.
I don't think you have.
God.
Beautiful. You see what essentially looks like a very scraggly a very scraggly, thin-looking beanpole of a teen
Mhm.
wearing a very jaunty little raspberry beret
Okay.
and thick-rimmed glasses, who's looking at you, stunned. It's like, why? What do you? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
The fuck do you think I want? What the
I don't
fuck are
know.
you doing?
We're leaving a party. Can't you see
No,
that
you're
we're
not
leaving a
just
party?
leaving a. How about you come back into the party?
I don't think that's a good idea. Bernard crosses his arms. This kid crosses his arms, and Brick just looks at you with the frustration that only an older sibling can have. And is like, why have you slowed me? Let me go.
No. I fucking saw you. Get back in there and get the fucking shadow monster out of the room, and then we can talk.
Bold of you to assume that we know how.
Okay, well, why'd you do it in the first place then?
You see Bernard kind of shuffles and pushes his glasses up his nose a little bit and is like, that is an aspersion that you've certainly made. Who said that we caused this? We didn't cause this. No,
I'm
absolutely
not
not.
okay. I'm gonna talk
We're
to.
just measuring the effects.
I cannot stand to listen to the voice of your voice anymore, so I'm gonna talk to him. And he points at Brick.
That is incredibly rude. Were you taught manners? Brick is
No.
just looking more and more frustrated as the seconds go by. You can see that Brick is trying to move faster and it just is not working.
I'm serious. You better fucking come back in here right now.
Roll persuasion isn't a thing, but roll intimidation if you're trying to intimidate, or roll
Uh.
diplomacy if you're trying to be if this is Zanth's brand of diplomatic.
Oh my god. Where is? I'm looking for the intimidation. They're the same. I guess. Hmm. I guess diplomacy in this. I don't know. 15.
Okay. 15. All right. They both stoutly stay where they are. Back in the actual house itself, not on the street. As I try and figure out who's up next. I've lost my little piece of paper. Oh no, to dice rolls. Um, do. Babs, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, so this magical darkness has encompassed the ballroom. Do I have a general understanding where this sort of shadowy creature was before the lights went out?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you got a decent view of the room before the lights were turned off,
Okay,
and
great.
it's it's central to
Yeah.
everything in the
Yeah,
room.
like it's in the middle or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Nolani, despite being able to keep her cool in like magical darkness, not the first time she's pranked with like magical darkness, I believe. She's like, "Oh, I hope this works as good as it did last time." And she'll cast Daze on where she believes the creature to be. Um,
Okay, and what does Days do?
Daze, they'll take um some mental damage, and that's and then on they have to make a will save, and if they fail that, they're stunned 1.
Okay, which save was that, sorry?
Uh, it's a will save, and then
Okay.
my arcane DC is 20, which I believe
Oh,
is like what you gotta beat.
okay, that's a fail.
If the target fails, then they're stunned 1, and then they take 1d6 plus 2 damage, so that take 5 mental damage of, uh,
Okay.
yeah. It's a mental
You-
jolt.
You hear a mournful, wailing cry from the middle of the room that sounds equally sad and horrific. You can assume it worked.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm just kind of like hoping it's like, okay, like hopefully that distracts them. Oh, I hope everybody is okay, and sort of like, wait for her turn. Because that is 2 boxes. So of my 3 actions, I'll hold sort of my last action of, hoping for the darkness to go away.
Okay. Alrighty. At this point, Del, since you are still in the hallway, you would be the first to see this. Belial comes skidding down the stairs. This man isn't even stopping to actually walk down the stairs, is full on holding onto both rails and just sliding.
Amazing, good.
God,
To
he's so
land.
cool.
He lands heavily at the bottom, trips a little bit, but immediately is going to throw you a box.
Is it the box that I think it is?
It might be. You'll have to catch it to find out.
Reflex or?
Yeah, roll me a reflex, please.
I assume the hallway is not ensconced in this magical darkness.
The hallway is not ensconced in this magical
Good,
darkness.
good.
It's just the ballroom.
It's a 28.
Okay, with a
Reflex.
28, you manage to catch it. And the box, which is heavy and, lead lined, it's embellished and everything. And it also has a pocket watch wrapped around it.
He will pocket the pocket watch. Before so now that I have the box, I know what this box is.
Yes, you know what this box is.
I think Del just gives him a look.
I said that you couldn't use it in polite company. I never said that you couldn't use it in an emergency.
I wasn't really hoping to have to use it. And yeah, Del is going to take the gun out of the box.
Bal,
pistol.
why do you keep giving Nick guns in these games? Like,
it
Dude.
makes sense.
no.
It unfortunately does make sense
It's-
this time around.
It
You
actually
mean a
makes
gun?
the most sense.
You
No.
made a gun.
Yeah, no,
You said
no,
that really
no.
weakly.
Del didn't make a gun.
It does make sense, guy.
It makes a lot of sense this time around. Unfortunately, we were talking about it just a little while ago. Well, I was remaking my page before session.
Still no finger guns.
I know. Listen, he was gonna have finger guns. That didn't work out, so now he's just got a real gun. That's just how it works. It
Oh,
is
so much better.
It's a dueling pistol, for the record. It's not like anything.
It's a very special dueling pistol.
It is.
It's
We
got a
can get into
Glock.
that later. How is my brother doing?
Still looking a little rough and kind of dazed as Cal starts to sit up. You notice that the glasses that Cal had on have shattered on the floor. But Bar is going to kneel down next to Cal and be like, "Don't worry, I've got him. Go."
Okay. But he's like looking between like Belial and Cal and being like, the 2 people that I care the most about are right in front of me right now. Like, why am I going somewhere?
Belial is just going to give you a look. And I would like you to roll a will save against this look.
How rude.
God.
It's a 21.
Yeah, you fail. Your boy is a cleric, man. You fail.
Oh my god.
Gives you such a judgmental look. The look says, if you stay, I'm going to get very angry. You should go into that room and help your fiance and the others. That's what that look says.
Wow, he's so good at communicating.
You
Yeah.
take 70 points of shame damage.
I'm down. Yeah, no, instantly Del will just recoil and look into the doorway through which he can only see magical darkness. And prepare to head inside. I don't know if it's my turn yet.
Let me check my little page of notes. Little page of notes says it is your turn.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah. Yep. I'll head into the room. I didn't really get a good look at this thing before it threw my brother out. So, how's it looking in there?
Well, it's looking a whole lot of darkness is what it's looking like. Because you were the only person who hadn't run into the ballroom at this point,
Yeah.
you did not get a good look inside before the lights were magically switched off. You had other priorities, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So the moment that you step into the room, you cannot see. Your elven eyes fail you.
Yeah, and he's really concerned about this. This is probably the first time in Dell's life that he's encountered magical darkness. This time around, at least. Does it still sound like there's a lot of people in here?
No, it sounds very quiet now.
Okay.
You had been in the hall and you'd seen practically everybody running by you out of the main doors. And now that you're actually in the ballroom, you can hear like faint noises of people, but they have gone very quiet.
Okay. Um God, I think Dell just is gonna ready sorry. I think Dell's just gonna ready the pistol. And more or less just shout.
What are you
And
shouting?
um probably just like all right, what the fuck is going on in here? You've got some problem with me. Just say it to my face. He's trying to effectively like bait an attack, I think.
Okay. Firstly, I would like you to roll a performance for this, please. Since you are trying to catch the attention of something, I'm counting this as a performance.
It's a 23.
Okay, not bad. You hear a kind of strangled, hellish noise from the center of the room, and you feel a vibration against the floor as though something is turning. What are you gonna do now? Other than laugh at what people are saying in the chat.
I know. um I think I think I'm going to be a shit and ready in action.
Oh my god, I don't know how to do this yet. Why?
Or I might not be able to. So good for you. Good luck for you. Cuz yeah, I don't want him shooting blindly. That is not going to go well. I might. Yeah, I think he's just gonna try and with the vibration in the floor, with the the hellish noise, can he try and triangulate a kind of location?
Are you trying to echolocate the shadow?
Not echolocate, but like the sound has a direction. The vibrations in the
Roll
floor have a
survival.
direction. Oh, good. Yeah. No, don't worry about this. You could have just said no. It's a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't. You know that like the vague sounds are coming from somewhere in front of you and approximately towards what you can figure out is the center of the room, but any sort of pinpoint accuracy, no chance.
Okay. Somewhere towards the center of the room. How many actions would you say I've taken this turn?
I would say that yelling definitely took an action because that was longer than 6 seconds.
Okay. And walking in also an action. So yep, nope. My boy's just, I think that's it. I think that's all he's got this turn until he can see something.
Okay. All right, in which case, you're up.
Hello. I would like to use the seek action. I can't see anything,
Mhm.
but I want to start yelling out in whatever form of thieves' cant my mom and I both know.
Okay.
I want to start yelling out for her, and trying to just like listen with all my might to see if I can hear her.
Okay. Being fluent in thieves' cant, you know that there are several ways that you can inflect on thieves' cant. Each one denoting multiple stages of panic, specifically designed to be like, things are kind of rocky, things are very rocky. Oh god, we need to get out of here. Which inflection are you using?
This is, oh God, we need to get out of here, Mom. Where the fuck are you?
Okay, beautiful. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You yell out. What do you yell in specific? What are you saying?
Um, I'm gonna, well, Can I say that they have like, even though it's already in Thieves' Cant, I feel like with her mom would be like, but other people also know Thieves' Cant. So we can't actually say what it is that we mean. We have to say other things. And those things mean other things, sort of shit. So
Absolutely, yes.
she's
100%.
probably yelling out something like, my baby Matilda, has anyone seen my baby Matilda? And my mom would know that that means that I'm looking for her.
Okay, the safe word is Matilda. We got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You start yelling, my baby Matilda. All of you, the rest of the party can hear this, by the way, other than Zanthe, who is on the street. And you receive in reply, no, I've got a baby called Thomas over here, though!
Is it my mom?
I really want to say no, but it is.
Okay, fantastic.
I won't even roll to recognize her voice. Like you know it is her. You also know that it is
Yeah.
the phrase. It is the
Fantastic.
phrase that says, I really want to get out of here, but I can't right now.
I will start trying to move in the direction that I heard her in. I'll do it slowly and carefully so that I don't like run
Alright.
into anything or like eat shit.
Beautiful. Roll survival.
Fantastic. I would love to. Come on, baby. Okay, 13 plus 13, 26.
Okay, with the 26, you can tell that voice definitely came from the left-hand side of the room.
Okay. I will
You would
slowly
say
move that
somewhere
way.
near the edge of the wall.
Okay. Do you think that would take a normal amount of movement or like movement plus a standard action if I'm going slow and careful.
If you're going slow and careful, that's your movement and a standard action.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll move as long as I need to get to where I think my mom is.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
I don't think I can. That's moving action. Did seeking. I will also, I think this is a free action, but I'll also take out my poly tool on knife mode just in case I need it.
Beautiful. I love that it has a knife mode. It makes me so
Yeah.
happy to know that your poly tool can go from like just tool mode to murder mode in an instant is wonderful.
Absolutely. It's necessary in this wild world. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, beautiful. So making your way through the darkness to the left-hand side of the room. You two, as you move, you can feel the vibrations caused by this great shadow creature moving in slow circles. And as you all feel the floor rumbling beneath your feet, something strange starts to happen. Vienna, you feel the floor start to give way beneath you, almost as though you're sinking into quicksand.
Oh, okay. Don't love that.
I need you to I need you to make a save. I'm trying to figure out what save you need to make. Give me a second.
Is it reflex?
It's a reflex. That's it. That's the one. That's the one that I need you to make. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was
18
trying to
plus
read really
14,
quickly through my notes.
32.
32. Okay. Yes, you managed to save. So you feel the floor start to give beneath you, and immediately you're very sus at this happening and start jogging backwards to try and get out of the range of it. The floor around you will be considered rough terrain. If you try and move, you'll be moving at half your movement.
Okay, cool. Great. I hate it here. Let's see. Ba, ba, ba. Uh,
You're trying to see if you have a reaction.
Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out how warp step works because it's like you stride twice, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Dell, across
What?
the room,
What?
you also feel the floor beneath you become soft and malleable and start to sink.
Reflex?
Reflex, please.
Oh, 28.
28.
Yeah.
With a 28, you manage to stumble backwards, but unfortunately one of your legs gets stuck.
Okay.
You don't take any damage, but it will take an action to unstick your leg.
Okay.
You can't see anything else that it does. Yenna, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and warp step, which is gonna give me a +5 to my speed, which means I can move 35. And then also it says I stride twice, which I guess I'm trying to understand if this means I have 70 feet of movement and can do that as a single or as two actions, or not. It's sort of written weirdly.
It should have an icon.
No, it says two actions, so is it basically just giving me a dash? I assume that's what it means.
Nick.
What? Sorry,
None of us know how to play this game.
Right.
I zoned out for a sec, so it wasn't my turn. What's up?
No. It's my turn. I'm trying to make sure I'm using warp step correctly. It says I get 5 extra feet to my speed. And then it also says that I stride twice, which is like your movement, right?
I think
So
so.
is it basically saying I have twice my movement speed now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah. I'm gonna use that and try to get the fuck out of whatever bad juju the floor is now.
Okay.
The floor is bad.
Floor's bad.
Floor's
Would
bad.
you like to just roll me a survival in what direction you're running?
Sure. I think I'm gonna try to get back to Dell, just so you know where I'm intending to go.
Mhm.
I did shout real loud.
I had 19 plus 0.
Beautiful. With that, you know the general direction of the door is like behind you to a little bit, and Dell's probably in the direction of the door. So yeah, you manage to figure out what way to go instead of just blindly running in any direction.
Cool. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and throw up a shield as the rest of my actions.
Okay. And what does the shield do?
It gives me a +1 to my AC, so it's 24 now. And then it has a hardness of 10.
Beautiful. Good to know. Next up, if that is everything that you want to do with your turn,
I have no actions left.
okay,
I'm just like,
absolutely beautiful.
I might say we need to leave.
Xanth,
Hi.
you're still on the street with these two idiots.
Yeah, I am. So I can get in front of them now. Basically, they're slowed down.
There's well, Brick is slowed and has kind of stopped at this point because figures there's no point in moving away when it's so slow.
Okay.
And Bernard has stopped in solidarity next to Brick.
True ally Bernard. Let me look. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Are you gonna tell me the truth, or is this just gonna be something that I'm gonna have to figure out another way?
With the intimidation, with the diplomacy that you had rolled before, you can see that Bernard isn't convinced of telling you anything. It's quite easy to see in the stubborn set of his chin. Brick, however, is looking at you with it's a look that you know very well, which is one that Xander used to wear all the time when you were a kid, and you had made a persuasive argument for him to do something that he really didn't want to do.
Yeah, but I'm the younger brother, and you can't do what your younger brother tells you.
And you see Brick kind of just wrinkles his nose and is like, look, we're not here to cause trouble. We didn't start that thing inside.
Why are you here then? Do you know who started it?
Maybe. What's it to you?
Everything. My friends are in there. I came here because my friends were in danger tonight, and now they are very clearly probably in danger right now. So I'd like to figure out how to
Well, then
not
what the
have
fuck
this.
are you doing out here instead of in there helping
Because
your friends?
I thought you guys could help fucking stop it. If you guys can give me any information, it might be helpful right now.
We can give you some information, but I don't know if I should. Bernard pushes his glasses up his nose again. You notice that he's clutching a notebook and a pen,
Uh-huh.
and every time you say something, he's been furiously scribbling in said notebook.
What the fuck are you doing? He just looks at Bernard.
I am recording this conversation for posterity.
Uh, okay. Um cool, I guess.
You have to understand, we've been charged with investigating these circumstances and goings on.
By who?
Bernard opens his mouth to say something and gets immediately Brick's hand just like smacked over top of his mouth. And Brick just looks at Xanth and goes, you really don't want to know who hired us.
I really do.
I really don't want you to know who hired us.
Does Brick look the same way that he has in the past loops, or does he look like different now?
Roll perception.
Because I remember he had like scars on his face or something like that, like, or he had like a kind of like patched together face. Am I just remembering Brick wrong?
No, you are remembering Brick correctly, and that
Okay.
when you had first met Brick a loop ago, maybe 2 loops actually,
It was 3.
Brick had had a very strange face, almost uncanny valley, in that his mouth didn't move right, he didn't have the right expressions, and you and a couple of other people had noticed that there appeared to be joins down several of his joints.
Mhm.
These don't appear to be there anymore.
Okay. I got a 22 on perception. Do I notice anything else? Or
You notice that this version of Brick, whilst definitely has tattoos, is a very normal looking person and not at all looking kind of spooky.
okay.
As for anything else that you would like to notice, is there anything in particular that you are looking for other than signs of him looking the same as the other loop?
Does he look like he's affiliated with any sort of group or anything like that?
Are you looking for signs and symbols on the clothing and tattoos?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are bored up very, very short. Their clothing is as boring as it can possibly be. You kind of get the feeling that they specifically dress to try and blend in when leaving and entering the Gold Petal Manor, for all that it made them stand out among the socialites. And while there are several symbols in the ink work that Brick has had done, you can't really see anything that would immediately ping at the back of your head as being associated with something.
Okay. I have a bad idea. Um,
You love a bad idea. Do it.
look, I can tell that you don't trust me right now, but I have a
Absolutely
way
not.
we might be able to close the gap in this trust, knowledge, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, hit me with it.
You guys just gotta let me touch you. That's it.
Please roll diplomacy.
Can I have advantage because I'm cute?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
While you're wearing your older brother's face. Oh no, you're not. You dropped it.
No,
You
I'm
did
not.
drop
I'm
it.
not. I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
like a
you did
Mythla.
drop it.
19. Wait, no, 21.
With a 21, you see Bernard immediately turns bright red. Bernard has taken your words somewhere else, but can't say anything about it because Brick's hand is still over his mouth. Brick is looking at you with narrowed eyes, like very suspect, but his lip curls in a frown, and he sighs ever so heavily, goes, I don't like this at all, and holds out a hand to you.
Okay. Xantha's gonna take Bernard and Brick's hands, and Xantha's gonna cast Join Past.
And
So, oh, I
what
have to touch their foreheads. So we're gonna make a little triangle on their foreheads.
okay. So what does this do?
So it brings us into a mental communication. We can share our thoughts and experiences, but not words. Um, when you attempt to recall knowledge, it can aid the others with a skill check using lore, but I'm not using it for that. Okay, so yeah, it's basically I wanna show them my memories from the past loops with them
Alright.
or with Brick in it.
Okay. All right. Please describe the memories that you specifically want to send.
Oh god. I don't have any good memories with Brick. Did we had a conversation with Brick at one point where we were talking about the loops, right?
You did, yes.
Okay, I will bring that memory up.
All right. You send this very specific memory across the Xanthian mind meld that you've created. And you summon the image of a very different Brick talking to you, asking for a book that had been stolen, and a conversation about time looping and resetting and looping and resetting. And the moment that you send that, immediately Brick kind of pulls back, being like, "What the ever-loving fuck? What the
So I
shit?
take it
What was that?
I thought you would have a stone. I take it you don't. Maybe that's maybe this is too hard to explain right now.
What the hell's going on? Time loops? What time loops?" And you see Bernard just kind of does like a little squat down onto the pavement, clutching his head.
How? Because Emily knows. Can Emily do like an insight check or something to see if Bernard's like a really bad liar?
Go ahead, you can definitely roll insight.
We don't have insight. What would I do instead?
Perception.
Perception? Okay. Oh man, this boy's good now. 25.
With a 25, both of Bernard's reaction appears to be 100% truthful. He is panicking. He is very quickly devolving into what could be a panic attack, but also looks oddly joyous. He's like,
I just
"Time
told
loops,
him.
time loops. Oh my god, there's time loops. Oh, this is great. Absolutely great. I'm not worried at all."
Oh, I just told him Star Wars was real. God damn it. Yeah, I think Xanthe's just kind of like, so, yeah, you guys want to tell me what you're doing at the party now? Is this something that we could?
Dude, I'm not even sure that what you showed me was real.
It was, um, he smiles. I don't know what else to say.
Please roll diplomacy. I realize that we have gone much longer than a turn at this point, but please use diplomacy.
Okay. Oh man, 19.
Brick is just giving you the flattest look anybody in your life has ever given you.
Look, I'm just trying to get some help right now, please. This is a really, my friends are not in a great situation the past couple days, and I just really.
Before you can finish talking, Brick grabs the back of Bernard's shirt and just tugs him along, and then grabs you by the arm and also tugs you along, and is heading back into the house.
Okay, cool. This is good.
All right. Next up. That's the end of your turn. I gave you way longer than I should
No,
have.
yeah, for sure. Can I ask a question just for Emily's sake because I forgot?
Absolutely.
Is Brick hot?
Oh my life. Yes, Brick is hot. Everybody in
thank
Carnocht
you.
is hot. We've had this discussion.
Okay, I forgot. All right, thank you.
God, I've missed you, Emily. It's great to have you back.
I'm so sorry that I'm back.
Don't be. Babs, you're up. What are you doing? Nolani.
Oh
What is Nolani
boy.
doing?
I have to follow that? Okay.
You have to follow that.
am I also in the marshmallow floor, or I'm having a good time in the darkness?
You're having a good time in the darkness. The floor underneath you is not squishy at all. You could do a little tap dance on it if you wanted to.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm still kind of, there is still sort of this thing in the middle. Um, I'm gonna cast message. I'm gonna try to locate about. Let's call it. We're gonna call about, and just kind of like, it's 500 feet. And just kind of like echolocate about, like, hey, did did you find each other? Are you all okay? Um,
Don't worry, we're here.
Okay. Okay, and at that, and all he's like, okay, we can do this. We can do this. Oh my God, you think
You,
after all that, we were all very,
y-
very taken by Sam's conversation, so I didn't prepare anything.
We were having our own conversation. Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
I noticed. You do hear from across the ballroom just a little.
Okay, perfect. I can use that. I
Followed
get
followed by an unholy screaming noise, which is the noise that a fox makes.
yeah. Okay. I am going to use. Well, I'm gonna ask you, DM, at your discretion. I have the approximate cantrip, and it's technically for an object to sort of like locate it.
Okay.
It's not very, it's a 10 feet range.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very, I'm trying to approximate from the sound and from their message a path that is not walking right into the shadow monster.
I love all of you guys trying to triangulate this room through the
Yeah.
darkness. Um, I will tell you now, those sounds came from further than 10 feet away.
Okay. All right.
They are squarely on the other side of
Not great.
whatever is in the middle of the room.
Not great. Um, and that, yeah, I mean that was two, and the message is one. So honestly, well, I guess can I get back my actions from the approximate? I mean, not from the message. The message was an
For the
action.
for the approximate, yes, because you would already
Okay.
be able to tell these things.
Right.
If you wanted to try and do it with survival instead, a survival roll, you could. But I I can tell you now, you guys with the survival rolls, they are hard to try and
Yeah.
triangulate stuff in this
Yeah. Yeah.
room.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna stay here. Ah, cool.
The only one who has a lower DC for that is Dell, and that's because Dell lives there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I guess I'm gonna keep attacking the things. Like, okay, they're okay. They're over there. I'm over here. This thing doesn't belong here. The best we can do is like keep punching it, maybe, until a better idea comes to us. So I am going to use. Let's do scatter scree because we love a cantrip. It evokes a jumble of rocks and it basically like dumps it on top of whatever I'm attacking.
Beautiful. Go right ahead.
All right. And that is 3d4. So not too much, but we'll take it. 3 and 4. That's 7 total. And that's plus a 1, so that's 8 total bludgeoning damage to this creature.
Wonderful.
The ground in the area where this creature is becomes difficult terrain um until the scatter spree either gets cast again, which disappears these other rocks, or they clear it.
Okay, beautiful. Um, you hear this strange noise instead of the heavy impact that you would expect of rocks hitting something solid. And then you also hear like a big thwack noise. As though something's been swallowed by quicksand very quickly.
Cool. That's not supposed to sound like that. That's disturbing. And I guess like as a free action, I'll just try to like, is anybody else over here? And I'll just say that out loud for my previous companions that we've barely introduced each other to.
I will tell you right now, that is very close to you.
Oh, damn. Sorry, what specifically did you say?
Nolani?
Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh no, sorry.
Hi, buddy. What
Hello.
did you say specifically?
Nolani just says out loud, is anybody else around here? From like the general group, since it went dark in the ballroom.
Oh gosh. I assume she's in the opposite direction of my mom.
No, actually, startlingly fairly close to where your mom's voice came from.
Can I make a check to see if I recognize her voice? I feel like her voice would be pretty distinct to me, but
I won't make you do a check for that. You guys have literally just been talking.
okay.
And while I know the panic of the situation, but no, yeah, you can recognize each other's voices in the room, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'll swap to common and respond. I'm over here. Is that are you the the Fade diplomat?
Yes, I make my way to you, and well, I think that'll be my turn for next time. I'll move because I don't have any more actions.
Okay. Beautiful. Sorry, I just
No, you're
got
good.
attacked by a
Okay.
cat.
Great.
Bear with me 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
Thank you for joining us, chat, in this
I-
exciting dark laser tag situation.
Yeah, on this special exciting episode of Split the Party.
Five
We've
directions.
all gone in different directions.
Yeah. We got our NPCs in a hallway. We've got Del and Yenna maybe close to each other.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
we're
split the party
slowly.
even sooner or even
Yep.
further.
No.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really curious. To give you a little peek behind the veil, chat. We were talking about how we've gone into the future and we know that we remember being in the future, but if one or all of us goes to the past, will we remember not being in the past?
That's the thing, man.
And
Yeah.
will it do timey-wimey bullshit like we go into the past, but there's like another us? Like I don't know.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. It is a new loop, and we have no idea how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
new loop with new
Different.
rules.
Chef's kiss.
Sorry, I had to go and clean up some blood.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Got
Oh
really
gosh, I've
attacked.
been there,
Oh, God.
dude.
Yeah, I got really attacked.
I think Emily has to leave in a minute in case you missed that.
I did see that, yes.
Yes, I was gonna say if we wanna set anything up with Zanthe before we run away.
I was going to say, Nolani, is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
No, that was it. I readied my way to make it towards Yule's voice.
Okay. And then next up is Tink. Is there anything that you would like to do with your turn, Tink?
It's gonna be quite the turn. I think. If I can do what I want to do.
Okay.
Um
I will say that as your turn starts, Tink, Del, my apologies. As your turn starts, Zanthe, you have been dragged through the hallway by Brick and into the darkness.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
oh, wait, like dragged past me?
Fairly close to you, yes. You can hear the footsteps on tile.
Okay, so we have well, I don't know it's a Zanthe, but we have a Zanthe. And nothing has happened to the darkness in the room, right? Like, it's still dark.
As far as you are aware, yes.
What do you mean, as far as I'm aware, I'm in the room?
As far as you're aware, yes.
Oh my god, okay. I think Del will kind of turn at the sound and likely notice that it is not footprints that he recognizes. Who is that? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Me?
Oh, okay. Have we already lost to Emily? Oh,
I don't know what's happening now.
no, me.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you back?
I
Hello.
lost. Yeah, I lost everybody for a second. Have we lost an Emily?
I don't know. Maybe.
I see.
Oh, I muted. Hi, I'm here for
Oh.
a tiny bit.
Yeah. No, I was just establishing that I would like to know that we are in the same room. If you've been dragged into the darkness. And how close is Yenna?
She was trying to get to you, and I had 70 feet of movement, so
Yenna is quite close. You would have heard Yenna's footsteps on the tile. Not too far away, about 10 feet.
I would like to turn around and leave the room and take these two with me. Just drag them with me.
I'm
Slash, if
already
it's
being dragged by someone
I
else.
know. If I'm dragging Brix and Bernard, we're going back out.
Rollies.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to rollies that, because Brix wants to go where Brix wants to go.
Then you better talk fast, motherfucker. Who are you? What are you doing here? We're leaving.
Well, this one asked to. Why is it so dark in here?
Oh, we're really leaving.
bye, Emily.
This one accosted us outside, wanted to know what was going on in here. We're just revealing our examinations. It's very dark.
Okay, but like, can we talk about this in a place where I can see who the fuck I'm talking to?
Well, I mean, that would be back out in the hallway, which would be counterproductive. At which point, Zanthe is also going to mutter, "What's counterproductive is having an argument about all of this. Please, can somebody just tell us what's going on?"
Yeah. Are you gonna fix whatever the fuck is going on in here?
Fix? Oh no, we don't fix.
Then either let my friend go or come out into the hallway. And he's got like Della has like a hand searching for a little Yenna to just like grab.
Just roll a straight up 20 for straight up D20 for me, please.
18.
Yenna, hand just
Yeah?
kind of slaps down on your forehead.
Okay. She's probably going to be like, the fuck?
Sorry. Just come. I can't see anything.
She will probably, like, if the hand is still there, like, just grab, like, I don't know, like 2 of his fingers, probably.
Perfect.
Okay, Del, what are you doing with your turn other than haranguing people?
Dragging them out of the room, freeing my fucking foot, dragging them out of the room, and using this goddamn watch.
Okay. If you are going to use the pocket watch,
Yes.
I need from you. I need a crafting roll
Okay.
and an occultism roll.
Okay. If I mean, as per usual rules, can I apply the inspiration and the nat 20 that I got after rolls?
You can indeed. I will allow that.
Can I roll both, or do you want it like fully one at a time?
Fully one at a time, please.
Okay. Do crafting first.
This is a good time to remind chat that if ever you want to sway the game of Hellions in somebody's favor, you can give us inspiration, me included, or natural 20s to different players.
Okay.
Me included.
Okay. Just warming up the dice, you know, getting it ready to roll, as it were. And honestly, if I have the movement, I would try to get to Cal and Bob, but if they're not close enough, they're not fucking close enough. They'll believe me.
You weren't very far in the room to begin with. You have the movement to get to them in one turn.
Okay. He's just gonna like kneel down and wordlessly start fucking with this thing.
You have a
Whilst
20, just by the way.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna roll, and then if I need to, like, I'm gonna use that nat 20 100% on these rolls.
Del, while you're messing with the pocket watch, Yul, Nolani, I'm gonna give you guys chance to try and leave the room if you would like to. To try and leave the ballroom, since you would have heard this conversation going on and know that they've been pulled out into the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we found each other, if I found my mom, if Nolani was able to, like, if we had a general idea of where everyone was, yeah, I think I'd be down to try and move into the hallway.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's
darkness
like,
situation.
yeah, it's like the exchange of like, oh, we should probably regroup. You know, we talk to them, and you know, they seem to have somewhat of an idea of what's going on, but maybe they learned something
Yeah.
else. Let's go, and we'll shuffle
My
out of the
mom-
dark.
My mom just frantically in thieves can't, like, who is she? Can we trust her?
Yeah.
What's going on with this?
Like, literally, your mom's like mutterings of following you, being like, who even is this person? How do you know them? And it's all coming out as like, why are you hiring new help? Why is the cat with the dog?
Yes, exactly. It's like, yeah, Yule is trying to, like, respond really casually, like, well, you were bringing all sorts of people into our business, weren't you, and not telling me about it, so I don't see why I can't do the same, Mom, right? But it's also coming out as like, well, you know, fishes do swim sometimes, but sometimes they don't. It's like just a garbage conversation.
I fucking love this so much.
But fishes aren't dolphins, dear. Not everybody's trustworthy.
Okay, so do they find us in the hallway? Like, do they make it there?
I would like Yul and Nolani to just roll a straight up dex roll for me.
A dex roll, okay.
Yeah. I would say athletics, but I'm not fooling anybody by saying that anyone knows athletics in this group.
No,
Hey.
I rolled real bad, guys. Wait, no, I don't think they have
You
it
have
in this. Do
inspiration.
they? Oh, I do have inspiration. I would like to add inspiration. How does
Then
inspiration
please.
work with Hellions? I'm trying to remember.
1d8.
It's add 1d8 to your roll.
Let's go. Nope.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What did you get?
Okay, so on my 20, I rolled a 1, and on my
Mhm.
8, I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Yikes.
And my
So-
dex is +4. So,
Okay. So that's an 8.
Yep.
it's real
sure
cute.
is.
It's a good number. It's a good
Yeah.
round
It's very,
number.
very round number.
Yeah, I
An
mean, if you turn it
extremely
on its
round
side,
number.
it's
I'm
infinity.
busy
Yeah.
arguing with my mom, okay?
Like, genuinely, you are busy arguing with your mom, and that is slowing you down to the point where, Nolani, what did you roll?
A 20.
Nolani, you make it to the hallway
A queen.
in time to see Tink messing with the watch. Unfortunately, you leave the darkness of the ballroom without the time to get to this small huddle of people.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, is there anything we can do?
Del, make
It's
your
okay.
roll.
It's okay to fail. It's part of the story.
It's true.
It's all
It's
right.
true.
It's true.
So here's the thing, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I was given a second nat 20.
You were.
Right now though, so I did roll both. I am absolutely using one nat 20 for the crafting check.
Oh boy, okay.
it was real bad out here. It was like a 4. So that would be crafting 35.
Okay.
Part of me wants to use the second nat 20, and then part of me is like, you're gonna fucking throw another roll at me for this somehow. And I did get a 19, so I think I might just, you know what, maybe I'll even inspiration on that just in case you're gonna pull some shit, so it's still over a 20. So
I
it'll
love the
be
implications. Such slander against my character. That I'm gonna pull some shit.
occultism 37.
Okay.
And I think effectively, if we have almost the entire group here, plus a couple extras apparently. Sorry, Bernard. Adele's effectively gonna be like, everyone make sure you're touching me or the watch or something attached to the watch. I don't know how this works. And probably set it for one full day ago.
Okay. Since you are announcing everybody get over here, I will allow you to delay that final tinkering. You'll please roll another dex for me.
Who?
Go, go, go!
Come on.
You're
I have
very
inspiration
lucky.
again as well.
If Del hadn't have announced what he was doing, I would have just made that watch rewind.
Okay, with my inspiration as well, it's a 38.
Yes!
Now we're
Beautiful.
talking.
Yes, yes, yes,
Wait.
yes, yes.
Wait. Not a 38, right? No, or is it? Wait. Oh my God.
Big numbers, Pathfinders, big numbers, no whammies.
28. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, 38 on just a straight dex check would have been crazy.
That's still enough. It's almost as though you hear Del say, "Everybody touch the watch," and you're like, "Oh shit!" And
Yeah,
you
Can
slide over.
I grab my mom's hand and just like yank her?
Oh.
Bless. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Can you grab your mom's hand and yank her? I'm gonna roll a dex for her and see if she makes it close enough to you
Okay.
for you to grab her hand. She rolled a nat 1.
No, Mom!
So you reach for your mom.
Wait.
Oh.
Guys, oh God. If I think they're gonna do something with the watch, I don't think I would leave my mom.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't think I'd leave her.
Okay.
I'm sorry, if she nat one, if I like as you all see her like stumble,
Yeah,
I would go back for her. I would try to get her there in time, even though as a player I know I won't make it.
you reach for her and you see as she's like running after you, still complaining, being like, "Who's this school of fishes?" You see her shoe just kind of catches on one of the tiles and she goes skidding across the floor. And she's not close enough for you to grab. She's not close enough for you to bring with you. At this point, I will say, Tink, if you hold off any more, the magic is going to dissipate and you'll have to make new rolls.
Yeah,
Just
no.
go.
I mean, as much as I, the player, would love us all to just try that one
No,
again.
you gotta go.
He's
You
not.
gotta go.
He's not waiting. Like that him announcing was his kindness to everyone involved.
In which case, I would like Dell and Yule to make contested dex rolls to see if Yule can let go before Dell can finish the watch.
What if that's where I use my second nat 20?
Do it.
Sorry, bud.
Be brutal, dude. Just do it.
Just do it for the storytelling.
Sorry,
Do it for the
bud.
story,
You're coming.
dude. No,
You're coming.
No. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
are you? There's still the opportunity for Yule to roll a nat 20.
That's true. No, roll it up.
Okay.
Roll leads, roll leads, roll leads.
I did not get a nat 20.
You're just in the process of letting go of where you had kind of grasped on to the back of Nolani's shirt. And your fingers are still brushing against the fabric, even though you're not holding on anymore. And that red flare of magic swallows you all. And you go tumbling through time. And that is where we're leaving today's session.
Oh, poor Tal.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
We should ask Ned if Tall wants an auto B here. I feel like.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
I'll give Ned the option.
Yeah, well, there was enough meet us at the courtyard, like involved.
Yeah, I agree.
He just ran into the back of us as he was joining the fray or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Thank you all for joining us. It's been a long one tonight without a break, so seriously, thank you for sticking it out. We have had a fantastic time. Hope you guys have too. I would like to thank our patrons and our subscribers for their continued support. Without you, we couldn't make this show. We really appreciate it. And if any of you have enjoyed this so much that you would like to give us a follow, please feel free, or check out our Discord. We also have a Patreon where we post a bunch of behind the scenes or off camera scenes, is more like it, roleplay posts in character. That kind of expand on the world of Hellions and people's relationships with each other. There's a couple very fun ones that are going to be coming up soon that I'm excited about. And yeah, no, just please have a fantastic night. Thank you guys for joining us. And we'll see you next week. Same D&D time, same D&D channel. Keep rolling, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.